r/AskReddit created by routinereddit. What is something that makes you say, man, I freaking hate people? Working in customer service. Absolutely. If you have never worked in customer service before, I can assure you it's worse than you think. There definitely are a lot of harder jobs out there, but I swear I lose my sanity working customer service. Worse are the people who treat you like the scum of the earth. Try and claim you should break company policy or do something illegal for them, and then scream, I work customer service, so I know how things should be. I once had to do a call back to a customer. I worked for an optician, so all customer/patient information is confidential and is protected by the Data Protection Act, UK. Basically what the act means is that we can only speak to the named customer on the account unless they have personally authorized us to speak to someone else. So I call this guy back and his wife picks up. I say where I'm calling from and that I need to speak to him directly. She says that's okay, you can speak to me. I explain that unfortunately due to the DPA I can't and will call back later if he's not available. Cue a nuclear ant from this crazy lady that she's worked with the DPA for years and how dare I, and she's gonna call her lawyer and let me speak to your manager. So I transferred her to my manager who told her the exact same thing. I wonder if she ever did call her lawyer. I kind of hope she did, as they would probably have laughed her out of the building. I work in insurance. Deal with the same thing constantly. Well, I'm his daughter, so you can just tell me. No ma'am. I cannot because it's illegal. My favorite is when they threaten legal action and I tell them I'm ending communication until they submit a letter of representation from their lawyer. God, I love doing that. When I was a claims adjuster. I'm going to sue you. Well, per our contract you can't sue us, but if you retain a lawyer, send the letter of rep in. Months later, when they realize their lawyer is doing nothing and getting a cut, and they call us back wanting to talk. Man, we can't talk to you. What, you fired your lawyer? Okay, send us a letter saying you formally fired your lawyer, then we can talk. That is what killed my faith in humanity. Everyone wants it free and now, or I'll get you fired. You stick to the rules and customer complains to higher ups, and they give them what they want anyways. You try to work with the customers and high ups get on your case for not doing it right. When I worked at Target, a woman came in with like 90 coupons, and all of them worked, except one that was expired. I handed it back to her and explained it couldn't be used, and she asked if I could just put it through. I told her I couldn't, but that the rest worked, and she was saving about $150 already, hoping it would soothe her. Nope, that last coupon was the one she really wanted, and I was a stupid bitch. I called my manager over as this woman is literally screaming over this one coupon that I literally cannot push through without supervisor approval. It was over $10 and I'm panicking. Finally my manager comes over. I tell her it's expired and she just puts it through the customer, complained to her about me, and she wrote me up then and there, even telling the customer that she was taking care of me. Now mom, so don't worry. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe for daily Reddit videos. People who litter, especially when there is a bin literally a meter away. Kobo crap, I missed the bin. Might as well leave it there for someone else to pick up. Littering is not Mamba mentality. You miss 100% of the shots that miss. Every 60 seconds, a minute passes. I work at a university. This was the first week back to school, and I've seen so much litter everywhere. Earlier this week I watched a girl drop a stack of napkins on the ground, look at them on the ground, look around to see if anyone was watching, kick them under a car, and then walked away. It's not like it was windy or anything. They were right by her feet. Yeah, I work for a university also, as a janitor, so double whammy. Do you like to solve theoretical math equations after hours? All math equations are theoretical. You're trying to tell me that Sammy doesn't actually have 37 watermelons? Of course he doesn't. He gave 12 of them to Sally, remember? Managers fire incompetent workers to secure their own position, and then blaming the incompetent ones in order to save their own position once HQ is concerned. The worst part is that this backfires to them much less often than it should. Much worse is managers refusing to fire incompetent workers because they are lazy or don't want to stir the pot. I work as a programmer. This one guy in his 50s has been around 20 plus years, and he's a freaking moron. And by that I mean, he doesn't try, he gives up fast and easy. He comes over to ask you a question and looks down at you condescendingly as you try to help him. He doesn't know the most basic things. The one time we tried to get him to do something, he broke everything. He complains all the time. And he's been employed for so long. It's insane. I know that guy. He finally got fired and was then hired as a principal engineer at another company. He's failing up. Workplace politics. Period. High school drama never ends. It just puts on business casual and starts drinking coffee. I'm never sure if I work at a place where the drama is at a minimum or if I'm just not in the know. Probably the latter, which I'm fine with. I also thought there was no drama at my workplace, but believe me, there always is. Coworkers are not friends. It sucks, but it only takes getting stabbed in the back once to know it's true. Dude, tell me about it. I had this coworker I was really close with and thought we were friends. Then I get a group text from her gossiping about me to my coworkers and her dumb, but accidentally included me on it. That was super awkward for everyone. Needless to say, I didn't talk to her unless I had to after that. Trouble is she sat next to me and constantly was trying to make up. Now, it seemed trivial, but it freaking drives me nuts when people get off an escalator and just stop and decide where they want to go next. It's like, I can't stop this thing, you need to keep moving. Also, people who stand in doorways. Edit. Wow, I'm so glad others feel the same. Also, thank you kind stranger for my first gold. This happened to me at the airport a few weeks ago. Guy gets to the top of the escalator with his huge piece of luggage, stops instantly, and pulls out his phone to look at something. Meanwhile, myself and about 6 other people with their own luggage are right behind him. Of course, he still had the audacity to get upset when I pushed past him and let him know he needs to move. I don't get it. People being buttholes to servers/hosts at a restaurant. My mom used to tell me, don't mess with the person who cooks your food, when I was being mischievous or difficult as a kid. I think of it all the time in regards to coffee shop/restaurant courtesy now. Don't mess with the people who make your food, cut your hair, or drive you around. All of them can ruin your day. It's probably best not to mess with anyone. Just don't be a butthole, regardless of who the person's job is. People who mistreat animals. I just can't fathom the mindset that enables someone to hurt truly innocent creatures. I agree. Animals deserve respect and protection. All animals, not just the ones we like. I agree, except for wasps. Screw wasps. And mosquitoes. People who drive drunk or texting. But I can do it. It's just everyone else who'd be dangerous when they do it. My sister-in-law recently lost her license to yet another DUI. Her main defense was, well, I haven't crashed the car yet. I must be an exception. Yet, if someone gets a DUI, most likely they've probably driven drunk 100 times before with no incident. So that really is the mindset. Get away with it once, twice, now it's 40 times. An old co-worker of mine got rear-ended sitting at a red light a block from his house and got a DUI, even though he didn't technically do anything wrong to cause the accident. Even if you think you can get away with it, which you can't forever, don't discount the fact there are thousands of sober idiots on the road that can't drive worth a crap. People who don't return their grocery cart. Like, who do you think you are? At Aldi you can pay for the privilege of not returning the cart. Pushes 25-cent cart into traffic. Peasants. Sometimes due to the high price, if £1 refundable deposit, people think they buy the trolley, but have to release into the local river once they realize how hard it is to look after. Lately there have been quite a few instances of someone, or potentially multiple people, putting poisoned meat out near dog parks. There is absolutely no valid reason to do that, and I hope they catch the butt wipes. My colleague's dog died because of this. She was devastated. They call themselves dog hunters for some reasons. Man, if someone tried to hurt my dogs, I'd freaking eat them. My dog ran away 5 days ago, and I've been posting on every website trying to find him. Someone posted him as found yesterday and someone else claimed him. Had to contact the police to help me finally get him back after 5 hours of headache, because the person that found him blocked me, and they were only trying to cooperate after the Facebook group that originally thought he was returned to his rightful owner put them on blast for stealing my dog. People freaking suck, man. Screw that guy with a cast iron skillet.